The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So San Diego State's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to put...
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and still on his feet.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Got the back over the middle. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll set up to throw. Steps away to find some room. It's complete to the right. Push down for the tackle.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Gets it out quickly. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Aztecs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Gets it out fast. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aztecs! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So UCLA's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like you did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield is Keene. Bears the pressure. Zings it complete to the right. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. Looking downfield on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And you will always remember your 1st, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the 1st INT. Keep the football, brother. The 1st of many big-time plays for this guy.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The Aztecs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. He's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Give to the running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll run it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Snagged out of the air. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aztecs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. It's complete on the right side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Keene. They're working that left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lost one down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Back to pass. It's Keene. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Complete to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, UCLA! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Number 82.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here we go. And back to the air on 2nd down. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. And the Aztecs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. The Aztecs will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the wideout.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Bruins have this offense rolling.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's got it on the right. Gets away from one, finds room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right slot. Nice job.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Vincent. Pulled down for the tackle.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Aztecs line up to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Finds his man. It's Pena. Knocked off his feet. The Bruins will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Got his man out of the backfield. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Things have not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right.
And he's still running after the move. Oh, a lot of space. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UCLA. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Aztecs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Makes the grab. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
He leaves it with his back. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Aztecs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of